I'm gone.
One extravagant, please. Slowly dawning horror. Okay, there's 6 of these. So I'm guessing
I'm gone.
it has to be this one. How good could it be, you think, regarding the burgundy liquid carefully. Across the table from you, the twisted old man smiles slyly. Please, sir, try. He whispers, his hushed voice the sound of dry leaves blown over a roughly cobbled street. Thou shalt find it more than lives up to thine expectation, I'm sure. You nod at him and lift the crystal goblet into the air, watching the light play through the crimson liquor. You'd come a long way for this drink, searched long and hard for this old man, and you'll be damned to let anything rush you now. The moment was to be savoured. You raise the glass to your lips, inhaling the stuff's aroma. The bouquet is light, sweet, intoxicating, almost dizzyingly so. You've tried countless drinks, written tomes about them, their flavor and smell, means of manufacture in your journeys across the plains, but this stuff was supposed to be legendary. No living man you'd found or heard had tried the stuff. The stories were ridiculous, nothing could taste quite so good. But if there were the slightest bit of truth to them, this would be some fine liquor indeed. At last, you drink of the goblet, a cautious sip. Incredible, indescribable, as the flavor washes over your palate, you fight the earth to shudder with delight. Nothing you have tried in all of your long years has tasted quite like this. You look up at the old man, startled to find your glass empty. You had drained it all in a single draught. You wipe your eyes with the back of your hand, not entirely sure when you had begun to cry. Tears of joy, eh? The old man laughs softly. Quite pleasing to the tongue, is it not? Wouldst thou like some more, perchance? He smiles at you once more. Yes, if I might. Surely, he replies, refilling your glass. Try as you might, you cannot resist drowning it in a single gulp. You thrust your fingers into the goblet in an attempt to find some last hidden drop of the stuff. Several times more does he fill you the goblet, and each time you gulp the stuff down as a starving man would devour a feast. Unable to control yourself, to deny yourself another exquisite taste of it. He chuckles softly once more. A drink such as this, a man would do anything for it, no? You nod without hesitation. Yes, a man would. Looking at him, his sly smile suddenly takes on a whole new meaning. A sense of horror begins to creep over you, even as you begin to yearn painfully for more of the blood-red liquor. Yes, the old man grins, his yellow eyes gleaming. A man would do anything in the thrall of such a drink, even the most terrible, the most heinous of deeds, as thou shalt see, my newest servant. Stir yourself into experience. There are a few sessions left. Describable frustration. Reddish orange. So it's this one. You can see it now, the crown of Hyphon gleaming upon a marble pedestal, no more than 20 strides away. It is with it you wrest control of the armies of Aethanopolis away from your treacherous brother and restore your father's kingdom. A fool your wretched brother was. You smile grimly at the thought, to leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. A sound. The creak of leather sandals, the softest hissed, over there by the third pillar. She was close now. Polafi, the Medusa, jealously guarding the crown her servants had stolen for her so long ago. Crouching behind a wide pillar, you wrap your hand tightly around your thrusted, thrice-placed javelin. With your helm of swiftness and the 100-mirrored shield, even a beast such as Polafi would be no match for you. Any moment now, she would round the pillar and meet the side of you. Even if she turned away from the shield, your javelin would surely find her throat. Suddenly there is a gentle touch on your shoulder. You gasp, spinning around to face, of course, the Medusa. Accepting the inevitable, you only have time to lose a piercing cry of frustration before your lungs and every part of you solidifies into cold grey stone.
I feel stronger.
Ah, level up. Anyone else? No. Ah, characteristic point. I think I'll go for wisdom. It's, surpasses that of mortal men. You gain a substantial bonus to all earned experience points. Okay, extravagant, vastly important secret will do. Violet in color.
I'm gone.
6 Imperial servants rush ahead of you, swinging the golden doors of the Dragon Palace wide. Long live the Empress, they cry in unison. 1,000 years, long live the Empress, 1,000 years. Beyond the threshold, dozens of loyal warlords, kings in their own right, drop to their knees, touching their heads to the floor in deference as you pass them en route to the Grand Imperial throne. As you turn and face your minions, seating yourself upon the Imperial throne, you allow a small satisfied smile to creep across your carefully painted lips. There is but one thought in the forefront of your mind: that the body of the young Empress Wu Shun Sha lies broken at the bottom of the Well of Solitude, and that you, Bai Hua, a horse merchant's daughter, are at last poised to shake the empire, the corrupt Wu dynasty, to its very foundation. Okay. Lycanthropy. This will be the last of the public room ones, then we can go to the actually meaningful ones. Suddenly aware that the hour has almost come, you leap from your bed and run flying from your cottage and into the surrounding woods. Stumbling in the dark, you come to a small moonlit clearing, the one you had found last week and decided to use tonight. You hastily strip off your clothes, sit in the long grass and wait. You close your eyes, listening to the steady chirp of crickets, the throaty croaking of bullfrogs in the nearby creek, the rustle of the grass as the wind caresses it. What would someone think seeing this through your eyes, experiencing this moment and what was next to come? Soon you could travel to the city, find a cleric to get rid of the curse, but for now, may as well make the best of things. You rub your hands together with anticipation, grinning like a bearded fire-haired giant of a madman, sitting naked and alone in a forest clearing in the dead of night. A prickling sensation runs across your skin, and your senses sharpen dramatically. You breathe in through your nose, inhaling the scent of everything around you, the damp earth, the sweat of your cast-off clothes, a possum clinging fearfully to the tree behind you. You open your eyes and look down at your forearms. The faint moonlight reveals the slightest quivering across their surface, but in moments the flesh begins to ripple impossibly, tufts of thick brown fur sprouting forth. With a grisly crackling sound like popping joints and grinding bones, your back and shoulders begin to hunch and broaden, uncomfortable but not quite painful. Your muscles, your entire body mass doubles, triples in size, and continues to grow. Still fascinated by the transformation yourself, you watch as your fingers wither away to nothing, hands swell into meaty paws from some which burst fur and massive black claws. The night seems to become brighter as your eyes transform, become accustomed to the darkness. A white muzzle comes into view and you touch your wet snuffling nose delicately, chuckling to yourself. Next time you think you'll have to stare into a mirror or a palm as the curse takes effect. Watch your face warp and change, losing its familiar shape to become a bear's. Soon, it becomes difficult to concentrate upon anything but your most basic urges. Food would be good right now. Yes, food. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find a nice fat catfish in the creek. You rise off your massive haunches with a huff, begin to amble through the trees on all fours, heading for the water's edge. Okay, now there's no point being in here anymore. We need to go to the private sensorium. Actually, we won't do that now. I'll see if we can. The Decahedron. We got more wisdom now. Where did we need wisdom? More wisdom. I'm actually going to use one of these raining rat charms and try to fiddle with it. Let's see if we can actually use the or decode the dodecahedron successfully.